If you want to create a smooth split screen effect and also use it as a preset for future projects with almost no effort, this video is for you. I'll start by dropping a Fusion composition on the timeline and open it in Fusion. First, I will connect a background node to media out. This will act as a vertical divider line between the two clips. I will set its color to a soft off-white. Now I'll bring in the host clip from the media pool and merge it into the main pipeline. Then I will grab the guest clip and merge it in the same way. I'll select both clips and batch rename them just to keep things clean. Using the merge node for the guest, I will move it off screen for now so we can focus on the host first. Just so we are on the same page, here's the plan. First, the host covers the full screen. After a second or two, the host slides to the left and takes the left half, while at the same time, the guest slides in from the right side and takes the right half. Now, let's animate the host first. I will add a rectangle mask to the host and set both width and height to 1. Now I'll go to the frame 50 and add a keyframe on width. Move forward about 20 frames and bring the width down to 0.5. Now for the movement, we don't need a transform node here because the merge node already gives us those controls. So with the host merge selected, at frame 50, I'll keyframe the center, then move forward 20 frames and slide it to the left so it fills the left half. When the value reads 0.25, it perfectly fits the left half. But to keep our divider line visible, I will set it to 0.249. Before moving on, I will open the spline editor, turn on show only selected tools, make sure the correct node is selected, zoom to fit, select both keyframes, and smooth them for a nice motion. I will tweak the handles a bit for extra polish. And I will do the same thing for the rectangle mask, so both animations feel synced. Now let's bring in the guest. Before animating it, I will mask it first. I'll bring it into the view for a moment, add a rectangle mask, keep the width as it is and set height to 1. Looks good. Now I'll move it off screen again. With the guest merge selected, at frame 50, I will keyframe the center, then move forward 20 frames and slide it in from the right so it takes half the screen, while keeping that divider line visible. Back to the spline editor and smooth this motion as well. Try to match the curve with the host so both clips move together and feel consistent. Alright, the in animation is done. Now for the out animation. I'll go to frame 120, select the guest merge and keyframe the center. Move forward 20 frames and slide it back out. Then smooth this motion in the editor as well. Next, the host. At frame 120, keyframe the center, move forward 20 frames and slide it back to full screen or just type 0.5. Open the spline editor and smooth that motion too. Now for the host mask. At frame 120, I will keyframe the width, move forward 20 frames and set it back to 1. And again, smooth the spline. The goal here is simple. Both clips should move together in sync. If anything feels off, just tweak splines a bit. Now before we turn this into a preset, here is a small cinematic touch that you might like. I'll select the guest clip and add a color corrector after it. Go to frame 50, where the in animation starts, lower the gain to around 0.3 and keyframe it. Move forward 20 frames and bring it back to 1. Then at frame 120, keyframe gain again, move forward 20 frames and bring it back down to 0.3. This adds a soft fade in and fade out to the guest. Looks pretty nice. Quick pro tip, if you ever add a node and if you're not sure if you need it, don't delete it. Just turn it off, your GPU won't process it, and you can always turn it back on later. Now let's turn it into something that you can reuse. Just save this comp into your power bin, and when you need it, just drop it on the timeline. By default, it's 5 seconds long. Stretch it as much as you want, then open it in Fusion. Now replace the clips. Just drag your new footage onto the host and guest nodes. Hold Command or Control, select all the nodes that have keyframes, and open the keyframes editor. Turn on show only selected tools, zoom to fit, and expand the panel if needed. Click the small arrows next to the node names so you can see all the animated parameters. This section here is your in animation. This middle part is the hold where the split screen stays, and this part is the out animation. For a new project, place the playhead where you want the in animation to start. Select all the in keyframes and drag them wherever you want them. Then place the playhead where you want the split to end. Select the out keyframes and move them there. It honestly takes less than a minute to adjust the timing. But there is one important detail that you don't want to miss. Notice this. If the in animation starts at frame 80, before that, only the first clip is visible. The second clip is off screen, but it's still playing. So when it finally appears, you have already missed those first 80 frames, which is not what we want. We want the second clip to stay paused and only start playing when it comes in. Here is the easy fix. Select the second clip and in the inspector look at the global in and out. The in point controls when the clip starts. So instead of 0, I will set it to frame 80. Now it starts playing right when it appears. If you don't actually want to trim the clip, just reset the trim in back to 0 afterward. You can move this comp anywhere on your timeline. And I hope this helps. Give it a like and subscribe.